Welcome to the Savvy Shopkeeper Retail Podcast. I'm your host, Kathy Cruz, and this is the last episode of the Boss Up Minisode Series. I know there was a bit of a delay, so forgive me, but things have been a little hectic. The Boss Up Minisode Series was short lessons for retail business owners during the COVID-19 quarantine. The intention of this series was to inspire and motivate you to adapt or pivot and run your business creatively and efficiently while our stores were mandated to be closed, and some of us still are, actually many of us still are, and most of us are still under stay-at-home orders. So this is episode 12. It's the last minisode, and it's all about finding the silver lining. The silver lining will be different for everyone. This is what I'm finding. For some, it will be personal revelations or wins. Others, it might be professional, and some others will struggle to find one. But before I say anything else, I want to express my sympathy and concern for anyone who has been directly affected by the coronavirus. If it was a family member, if it was a friend, if it was a loved one, if they're healing, if they passed away, I'm so sorry. I know sometimes I get really focused on talking about business and running our businesses, and I have been determined to help as many people as I could, but I don't want you to think that I don't have feelings or that I've forgotten what the reason why we are being quarantined and why our stores are closed. I understand, and I just want to say I'm sorry if you experienced it directly. So, because it's the last episode, I guess I want to inspire people to look at the silver lining and feel that maybe there is an opportunity in all of this, or that we had a lesson learned and that we can turn this into something positive, because man, some days it doesn't feel so positive. It doesn't always feel good. It feels stressful. It feels anxiety ridden sometimes. It feels overwhelming. And maybe it's that you're finding, actually, I want to go back a little bit and I want to give examples of what I mean when I say find the silver lining in all of this. So let me move forward. Maybe it's that you're finding you want more time with your family, and now you're determined to figure that out as you open your business again. Maybe you're realizing that you want to hire, you want to delegate a lot more because you've really enjoyed spending time with your children, your significant other, with other family members if you were living with them. Maybe it's that you needed this time to get organized, and I'll admit that's a little bit of me for sure. It might have been that you let go of so many things and you really took advantage of some of the free time that you were given as a result of being home more. So maybe you just took the time to get caught up, and that feels good. Maybe it's that you killed it in revenue over the past 2 months. And not only did you underestimate yourself as a business owner, but now you know you have what it takes to grow, or maybe you know you have what it takes to open another location or expand or whatever it is. And I know for most people listening, you're thinking like, man, who's killing it right now? Trust me, there are a few women in Master Shopkeepers who are doing extremely well right now. And again, every business is different. There are reasons for everything. But I just want you to know, if this is you, don't feel guilty about it. Embrace it, appreciate it. It's definitely silver lining, and maybe it's shed some light on future projects for you. So go ahead and appreciate that. Maybe it's that you realized you're an introvert and you want your business to remain open, but you're going to be delegating the front end so you can work on the back end, which is what you really love to do. So I could go on and on with all of the examples, all of the stories that I've heard of people finding the silver lining in all of this. And I appreciate it as much as we worry about everything else, and as stressful as this has been for many of us. I appreciate finding or being optimistic and finding the positive in a bad situation. So I want you to find your own silver lining. I want you to make lemonade out of lemons. I've probably said that so many times in Master Shopkeepers. So the one thing that I did is I turned all of the angst and stress and overwhelm of leading a community of shopkeepers into a project. I created the Reopen with Confidence series. I reached out to many of the experts and coaches that I had established relationships with along the way. And with them, we created a 15-part video lesson series. It's still a work in progress, but anyone who subscribes to the Shopkeepers Learning Lab or anyone who's a member of Master Shopkeepers has access to this Reopen with Confidence series. And for those of you that don't know, Master Shopkeepers is a territory-protected mastermind group for brick and mortar store owners. It is not a huge group. It's actually pretty small, very tight group of women. Men are welcome too, but it's a very tight group of women who support and encourage each other. I bring experts in to teach classes. And the Reopen with Confidence series is just a bonus because I felt it was really important to address what we were all experiencing now and how we could open confidently and move forward in our businesses. So I just want to mention this because it was something, I guess it was me turning lemons into lemonade. And I'm so proud of this project, and I'm glad that women or shopkeepers in general have access to this. I'll be sure to link this in the show notes, but if you visit savvyshopkeeper.com/mastershopkeepers, you'll get all of the information about Master Shopkeepers and what I decided to do, because normally Master Shopkeepers only opens 3 times a year. And I decided to open it 3 weeks early. It would have opened at the end of May, but I am opening it up right now to new members. And I decided to do that because I think it's really important that they have access to the Reopen with Confidence series. So again, if you're interested in applying, you're interested in learning more, it's savvyshopkeeper.com/mastershopkeepers. Okay, so I'm also excited to announce that the first episode of season 3 will be released next week, and it's a 2-part episode all about the business lessons I learned during this pandemic. And when I first started it, I thought it was just a short list, and it's continued to grow. I think I'm up to 12 items on that list. So even I am learning, or I guess along the way, I've been reaffirming some of the things that I've been teaching. And it feels really good to know that what I've been teaching, particularly in the first 2 episodes of this podcast, are what I need to continue to teach shopkeepers. And then some new things that I've learned along the way. Unfortunately, lots of lessons learned over the past 2 months, but I'm going to share all of them with you in the first 2 episodes of season 3. So thank you so much for listening to this minisode series. I received a lot of positive feedback about it, and I'm glad you found it helpful. A few shopkeepers even said, I think you're speaking directly to me, and that felt really good to hear. It's exactly what I was hoping for from this minisode series. I really enjoyed recording it. It was actually nice just to hop on, and I'm sure you can tell with me fumbling over my words sometimes that I was just winging it. I had a couple of notes for every episode, but I was essentially just kind of winging it. And it felt good just to speak freely for 5-7 minutes every time. So don't be surprised if in the future I actually turn these into live videos on Facebook or Instagram. That's a goal of mine later this year. So thank you again for listening. I really appreciate it. If you have a moment to leave a review on Apple Podcasts, I would really appreciate that too. It actually helps me reach more shopkeepers so that I can help them with their businesses too. So until the next episode, be savvy and boss up.